Hi again and welcome back. This is Greg Hughes with another 90-second website builder tutorial video. Today I'm going to talk about images. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is, where do I install my images into the program? And the answer to that question is you don't have to install images into the program. You install templates and you can install extensions, but images are not something that get installed into the 90-second website builder application. Images are something that you work with in your design. You don't have to store images in any special place to work with them. Actually, 90-second website builder will create a storage device for your images when you're ready to publish. It actually takes care of it for you. So you just have fun, put images on your website, and when you go to publish, 90-second will organize all those images into a special images folder for you. So you can pull images from anywhere you want on your computer into 90-second. I'm going to demonstrate that a couple of ways. First, the most obvious way, of course, is to use the image tool. So I'm over here in the standard toolbox and I'm grabbing the image tool by clicking on it. And when I move my cursor over here into the canvas, it turns into a cross, so I know I've selected a tool. I'm going to click and drag. Now it doesn't matter the size that I make this box right now, because whatever image I go get, this box is going to snap to fit that image. So it doesn't matter how big I make this, I'm just selecting it. So I'm going to let go, and what happens is the browser window opens up so I can find the image that I want to use. So I'm just looking on my computer. Now yours may be on the desktop, yours may be in my documents folder somewhere. I happen to have this folder open, and I'm going to use an image. Well, let's try this one right here. I click open, and there it is. There's my image. And it's that simple. So I can now do all of the things that 90-second allows me to do with images, meaning move it around. I can stretch the size of it like this. I can make it smaller, and I can make it bigger. Just remember that when you make an image bigger, if you go bigger than its original size, or I go too big, it'll get kind of pixelated because it's not meant to be that big. But you can adjust how you want that to look. So I'm going to do that again. I've just clicked it. So let me click it. That's what happens when you click an object. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to go do it again. Here's my image tool, drag, let go. Let me go find an image on my computer. Again, it can be anywhere on my computer. I'm going to get a little bit bigger one this time. Right, that image. There we go. And there it is. I'm ready to work with this image. Now, most objects in 90-second website builder can be double-clicked on like this, and a dialog box will appear. This is called a properties box. In this case, since we're working with an image, the box that comes up is an image properties box. So I can adjust what this image looks like, so to speak. Under the Generals tab, I have the ability to add alt text, it's called. For those of you that are search engine optimization or SEO savvy, you're going to want to use alt text. Here I would put keywords in my images because that helps your search engine ranking. Same thing for if you want a title in there. You can also add a border to an image. In this case, this is not the type of image where I'd want a border, but there might be an image that needs a border. And what's unique about this is, even though 90-second isn't technically an image editing program, there are some image editing features here that are kind of nice. So if I wanted I don't know, let's just say a grooved border that was green and 4 pixels big, I can actually do that. I can actually put a border around an image right there. So like I said, in this case, I'm not going to do that. Let's take that off. And it gives us this ability. There's something else that's kind of interesting. Let me click OK so you can see that go away. Again, you double click to bring this up. Under the miscellaneous section, this is very interesting. You can actually create a reflection for any image, and this is unique. Most web design, I don't know of another web design program that actually would give you this functionality, but watch what happens. You have to type a pretty big number, so I'm going to type in 50. What the program will do is it'll create a reflection of that image on this canvas. Watch. So as you can see, there's an image below my image that looks sort of mirrored, like it's on a reflecting surface right here. And I can adjust how prominent that is with this number. So if I go bigger, it'll be more obvious, and so forth. I think to get a really good reflection, it would be about 100, and there you can see how it's reflecting the image. Again, you can do this with any image. So I think that's just an interesting thing to be able to do. The other thing you can do is you can put a frame around it, and there's just a bunch of built-in frames. And again, the image that I'm using wouldn't be conducive to a frame, but there are a bunch of them here. So if I had a picture, let's say I had a headshot of a person, I wanted to look like a photograph, I could pick this kind of a frame, and there I'd have my little, photo tabs around there. So you get the idea. Lots of different options and things you can add to your image. Now again, that's just in the first tab. As with just about any object, in 90-second you can turn it into a link where you can link to an internal web page, an external site, email address, etc. All of the things you could possibly link to, even to a bookmark. You can program events. This is advanced. You need to know how to do some programming there, but it's available for those of you who know how. Here's some more effects for my image. Here's where I could add a shadow to the image if I wanted to. So I would click that button and I would select, the color of the shadow, the offset, etc. I won't do that for now, but you get that. And then finally, even a watermark. Now, watermark is used if you had an image that, say, you wanted to protect, you didn't want somebody to, steal it. You want them to still be able to see the image, but not be able to download it and use it on their website. This is how you use a watermark. Let me show you. First, I'm going to click OK and get out of this so I can make that little thing go away. There we go. And I'm going to select watermark, and I'll just say standard. It could be inverted or embossed. They're talking about the text. Here's what my text will be in the watermark. I'll say, don't steal this. And again, I can change the size of the font. We'll make it pretty big, and we'll make it pretty bold, and we'll make it, let's try red, see what that looks like. I don't know what that's going to look like. And let's put it down in the center of the image. So if somebody was to come to see this image, you can see I've got a watermark across that image, so they wouldn't be able to, they'd still be able to see the image, but if they were to steal it or download it, it would have my watermark. And I could even get really aggressive and make my watermark obnoxious by clicking the repeat text, and I'd fill my image with watermark. So anyway, you can get creative with that, but the fact that you can even add these kinds of functions to an image is pretty unique. So in this case, I don't need a watermark, so I'm going to say none. I'm going to go like this and go back to where we were. Now, so I've basically shown you just about everything you need to know to work with images. And again, drag them into place, shrink them down, put them wherever you want on your site, and that's where they're going to be. I'm about to show you now something that you may or may not be aware of with 90-second. Now, when we say this is drag and drop simple, we aren't kidding. Let me show you why. I'm going to delete this image and start over. I showed you how to get an image with the image tool, but I want to show you how simple this is, even if you don't want to grab a tool. It doesn't get any easier than this, folks. My 90-second website builder application is, as you can see, is filling the screen right now because I've got it open, but I'm going to move it aside so you can see my desktop. So I'm moving it hopefully within the frame of the camera here so you can see. I've got a pretty messy desktop over here, but I'm just going to move it like this so you can see here. So here's my canvas still, and then this is an image I've saved on my desktop. If I want to put an image from my computer into my project, this is what I have to do. Click, drag, and drop. That's right, it's that simple. I literally just drug an image from my desktop into my project in 90-second website builder. So I didn't even have to use a menu or one of the tools from the toolbox. I literally just drug it onto the canvas. So that's why we call this drag and drop software, because it's that easy to work with images. And again, double clicking on it, I can set all the attributes. So have fun working with your images. Again, doesn't matter where you store them, 90-second will take care of that when you're ready to publish. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.